Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have a little bit of fun with some Christmas candy in the kitchen, and if you stick around till after the break, I'll tell you what I'm up to.
Check it out!
Welcome back. And today we're going to start working on some Christmas fudge. And the plan is that I have 7 different types of fudge that I would like to do. But I'm going to break it into 2 different videos. Today's video, the first one, I'm going to do the basic fudge recipe, but I'm going to show it from start to finish, from the ingredients list all the way down to just cutting it and getting it put away. And tomorrow I will do the video with 6 other variations, because most of the recipe is the same, but the add-ins and the finishing touches are all different for all of them. So we're going to get started with this one today, and I'll show you the entire process from start to beginning, so stick around. Okay, we're going to get started on this first batch of fudge, and what I've decided to do was to go ahead and make the basic fudge first from start to finish so you can see the entire process. And to start that, we're going to put 2/3 of a cup of evaporated milk, and we need a half a stick of butter. We have 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Of course, I had to spill a little bit of it. We have 1.5 cups of sugar. And next, the fun part, need some Jet Puff Marshmallow Cream. This is a 7-ounce jar. Get the lid off of it. I'm going to put that whole jar in there. Alright, now we're going to get that started on medium-high heat. Get that mixed up a bit. And we're going to let this come to a full rolling boil, and it'll take it a little bit. Let that heat up for a little bit, and you want to stir that pretty consistently. Yeah, it'll melt the butter and the cream and everything, and it doesn't usually take it too long to come to a boil. But we got it on medium-high heat. Just gonna let it sit there for a little while until it boils. You definitely want to have a pan ready, and I usually use a 9x13" pan, and I line it with foil, and I usually have it sitting and ready, but you know, you could do that while you were waiting for your stuff to get all nice and melty and come to a boil, or you can have it done ahead of time, but it usually helps to have it done ahead of time. Okay, now we're coming up to a pretty good boil here. I am going to set the timer for 5 minutes, and we're going to let that boil, stirring it just a little bit for 5 minutes. Okay, and when the timer goes off, we're going to take 2 cups of milk chocolate morsels and a cup of semi-sweet, and we're going to dump them in there. We're going to turn the heat off, and we're going to mix it up until everything's good and blended. You can see while it's boiling, it's changing color just a little bit. The butter and the sugar are caramelizing. And we've got about 3 more minutes. And when we put the chips in, we're going to mix it and get it all nice and blended in. And the last thing that we'll do before we put it in the pan is to put a half a teaspoon, no, 1 full teaspoon, I'm sorry, a full teaspoon of vanilla in it. Then we'll mix the vanilla up, and then we'll dump it in the pan. Okay, the timer's about to go off, so we're going to shut that burner off. There it is. And slide over a little bit off of the heat. And we're going to dump these chips in. All of them. Okay, and it's going to be really thick and kind of hard at first, but just keep stirring until everything is completely mixed and smooth. Alright, now we're going to take the vanilla and we're going to put 1 teaspoon in here. And then we're going to work that in. Kind of start out slow so you don't end up sporting it up on yourself. You see the nice creamy texture on that. And we're going to slide this pan over here. Dump it out. And it'll start to cool pretty quick, so you kind of don't want to dawdle too much. It's spread out in the pan. little swirlies, anything you want on the top. And there's always quite a bit that stays on the spoon, and that's for taste testing. Yeah. Okay, so now we're going to get this put in the refrigerator, and we're going to leave it in there until it's completely cool. So hold on, and I'll bring you back when it's all cool. Okay, now the fudge is all cool, and we're going to get ready to take the tin foil off of it and cut it. One thing that I found that is, as soon as it's cool, if you bring it out and let it sit on the counter for about 10 minutes or so, before you cut it, it makes it a little bit easier to cut. So we're going to go ahead and peel this off. Lay it out on the cutting board. And I've found too that a nice long serrated knife is the best to cut. You can cut it any size you want. I usually like about a 1-inch square or so. And you can tell I never quite get it completely straight, but I don't think anybody's ever complained. Okay, we'll move this over. Got a little bit of space. Just cut it into however many pieces and whatever size that you would like. Really simple. And then I like to use these big tubs because I make an awful lot of fudge this time of year. And I separate the fudge when I put it in there with little pieces of parchment paper. And set that down on the bottom. And then you just finish cutting it all up, and then you put it back in the refrigerator, and you leave it in the fridge until you get it ready to box up for Christmas gifts. And that's about all there is to it. And it's really easy, it's really fun, and everybody enjoys it for Christmas. But I'm going to go ahead and get this finished up, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Get that last one in there. And I'll be back in a few minutes and tell you what's coming next. Okay guys, that's all I have for today. And that's it. It's just that easy. Making fudge is not a hard thing to do at all. And I'll have to apologize now for not speaking a whole lot during some portions of the video, because Mark and I are still getting over this croup and crud that's coming through Tennessee the last month or so. But I'm not 100%, but we're just about there. So tomorrow, maybe even later tonight, I'm going to get to work on the video with the 6 different variations. And if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or concerns or just want to add to the conversation, please leave a comment below. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. And don't forget to ring that little bell, and it will let you know when we have new videos out. So I'm going to get on my way, and I will see you guys later. And thanks for watching.